Next, we loved him as the Kelly family's dopey neighbour Nudge. But what's Chris Truswell been up to since? Hey, Dad. Hey,
mate.
You come bearing gifts. We're going to chat to him right on the break.
All right. Thanks, mate.
Another Flashback Friday rewind, and today we're catching up with an iconic star from Hey Dad.
Chris Truswell made his mark in the showbiz industry in the late 80s. Let's relive some memories now.
He's one of Australia's top TV characters of all time, a lovable larrikin who goes by the name Nudge. In 1987, Chris Truswell became an overnight sensation in the hit sitcom Hey Dad, and his zany character's on-screen antics kept audiences tuning in.
It's got cheese.
Banana?
Yes.
Vegemite?
Yes.
Salami, anchovies, honey and fish paste?
Yes. 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 And yes. It's got everything on it.
Hasn't got pickles.
His 7-year run on the show cemented his status as an Aussie icon. Throughout the 90s, Chris was busy adding more acting credits to his name, a movie role alongside Nicole Kidman in Watch the Shadows Dance, then landing a spot on another successful sitcom, All Together Now.
I'll guard your stall if I score.
What you mean with my sister?
If Anna comes across, I'll do that little job for you. Arrange it.
In 2002, Hollywood came calling. Chris loaned his voice to the second instalment of the Star Wars franchise, Attack of the Clones.
Subject weapon does not exist in any known culture. Probably self-made by a warrior, not associated with any known society.
And in recent years, you've probably spotted him on All Saints, Packed to the Rafters, and Underbelly.
This license application.
How do you audition to have an English accent as a robot? Chris Truswell joins us live now in the studio. We're going to ask him. Oh, hello, mate. Nice to see you.
G'day, Chris.
Hey, how are you?
How do they... Can I just ask about that one? Because that's quite quirky, don't you think? So they're looking for a robot voice with an English accent, and they choose you.
No, they didn't have a clue what they wanted to do. They just gave me drawings of the characters, and I had to go outside for 15 minutes at the audition and come up with a voice. So they didn't actually specify what it had to be.
I mean, we just played it then, but can you remember the line? Can you remember any of it?
Oh, God. It was kind of, I thought about Stan Laurel from, Laurel and Hardy.
Right. Yeah.
Subject weapon does not, certainly well, kind of that. I don't know, they liked it. Anyway.
Good stuff. Now, it's been more than 20 years since you first graced our screens as Nudge on Hey Dad, as we saw in the clips. You're one of the most memorable TV characters, certainly from that show. How does it feel to be recognised? Because I called you an icon. We called you an icon in the story and in the introduction. That's a good word. You want that on your business card? How's that feel?
Yeah, look, that's okay. It's a nice, thing to be tagged with.
That's all right.
Tell us about that time, because this was one of the most popular shows on telly at the time. What was your life like at the time, and do you remember how you got the job? And
I think I replaced. They had somebody else lined up for the role, but they didn't quite fit the character, so they re-auditioned for it. Okay. And I got the role. Yeah.
The annoying, sort of dopey neighbour, right?
Yeah. I can't even remember. It didn't even seem like I did a great audition or anything from memory. But yeah.
Well, you must have. Yeah, but we had Rachel Beck on last week. It's such a great response, and so many fans still and people have great memories of Hey Dad. How do you feel when people recognise you still and want to talk to you about those days?
Oh, look, it's always I get quite nice reactions from people. I mean, I didn't play a nasty character in the show, so I mean, if you'd played Pat the Rat on Sons and Daughters.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I know she used to get a bit of a hard time.
Yeah.
But no, I was lucky. I had a good character, lovable character, so that's the sort of feedback I got.
Good stuff. Look at that before and after. Love that. Then and now.
Actually, haven't changed that much. Chris, we've just received an email on our chat room from a lady called Cecily.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to read it to you now. Great to hear of this lovely guy. When my daughter was diagnosed in 1990 with a terminal disease, her favourite actor was Nudge. What he did, he sent her a tape where he talked to her and sang songs.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to him, she loved that tape so much. Turns out you're a nice guy too.
What can I say?
Does that ring a bell? Do you
charged
remember?
her a couple $100 for it. But...
Oh, no. That's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah, we did a lot of that stuff going around, children's wards and all. I mean, you'd probably do it yourself, all that stuff, don't you?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. It's a good thing to do, to be able to give something back, right, when
Yeah.
we're working in this medium. We can't let you go without asking you what you're up to now.
Yeah, did a commercial for an insurance company a few weeks back. Got a kids' TV show happening in a couple of weeks, a guestie on that, and doing some webisodes for a company. So I'm just an actor out there with an agent and always up for stuff.
Good
So,
stuff.
Voice work, whatever.
All right. Hey, great to see you today.
Thanks,
It really
Chris.
was such a fantastic show. Rachel Beck was in last week, and it turns out that I tried to kiss her before we were both married. So just before we go, has Kylie ever tried to kiss you? Ever? Be honest, now's the time.
There is a bank, a safe down below
Yeah,
that
that's
we
it.
could meet.
What, see?
I don't know. What are you going on about, Larry?
So well.
Just a bit of trouble
No,
here.
we really got him a good one last week,
Yeah,
and he was so embarrassed. And,
Good to see
he's
you.
trying to get me back, but see, it's not working.
All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
Chris. Good to see you. Happy
Thanks,
Easter to you and your
Yeah,
bride.
thanks for coming
Yes,
on.
thank
Esther.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
Head for your